Hey, hello everyone. Welcome to today's session. And I'm sorry for the some few minutes ago. I think we have issue with our network. All right. So my name is Blessing from Green Educational Council, your senior admission advisor. So if you are here today, if this is your first time, we'll be hosting a weekly session where we teach you how to apply, how to work on your application documents, how to choose a school, what program to study, and all those things. So this is what we do on this platform, and our goal is to make sure that everyone have access to informations how you can apply to study in the US, Canada, and any country of your choice. One advice we give to students is that when you want to study abroad, the program that you choose today will determine whether you have funding or not. And also, the country you choose today will determine your immigration pathway. Some countries have stringent visa rules, and so it means that if you want to study, you have to be careful on country to choose, program to study, and which school to apply to. The fact that every school is in the US doesn't mean that when you apply to those schools, you have funding. You have to be careful about your program selections and all those things. Okay, so today we'll be talking about how to choose the right program for study abroad. Okay, now let's be honest. Many students jump into the application process just because um, their friends, their colleagues, or anyone and people that they know, or they find it online, they are studying the program that he will also want to study, and he jump, or because somebody says I got fully funded scholarship to study in Hopkins, fully funded scholarship to study in University of Michigan, and all those things, and then you jump and start application. All right, so people think that if they apply to those schools, they will get funding. And many students jump into the application process just because they see friends study in those schools and those countries. They think like they if they can pick any program, they can also get admission. No, it doesn't work that way. Okay, so they pick random programs sometimes far from their academic background. Okay, and then wonder why they didn't get funding, why their visa was refused. One of the things you can do to get visa is you have to choose program that aligns with your background. You cannot come from nursing program and move to computer science or data science and expect that you get visa. You can get admission, all right, but visa is another step that you have to pass. Okay, it's like visa is like a river is between you and a school. So after you got admission, you are standing, you need to cross that river and come to the US or go to Canada. So the program that you choose today will determine funding and visa. So you have to be careful about all these two things. So this session, I will give examples of programs you need to apply to. And if you're in some areas and you want funding, it means you can always divert to different field. And I will give you strategies how you can choose a program based on your previous studies. This is what you need to do. Please, if you can hear my sound, kindly type in this comment section if you can hear me. Let me know if everyone can hear me. Just type I can hear you in the comment section. Let me know if all of you can hear me clearly. Great, thanks you, thanks so much. And I think earlier on we had an issue with the audio, and so many people couldn't hear me. So we are talking about program selection. These are some of the mistakes that you have to be careful about. If you don't choose the right program, you cannot get funding. It's not all schools, not all programs can just give funding to students. So if you are choosing a program, be careful. Many students come that I got admission with no funding. This is a trend. It's all the time. One student reached out to me, oh, last year I applied, I didn't get funding. So one student I spoke to last time, who we are going to assist to apply right now, told me the student have 3.78 GPA, but funding is not there. So sometimes your program selection, you can have the best GPA, you can have first class, but if you don't choose your program well, you don't apply to the good university, you will not be given funding. So these are the things you have to pay attention to. I always advise students to go for the best. Don't go online looking for schools with high acceptance rates and apply thinking that because the school accepts about 90% of applicants, you also get funding. The schools may not have funding. So when you apply, your main target is to apply to research-based universities that can give me funding. These are the criteria. This is what you have to pay attention to. You shouldn't be focusing on schools with high acceptance rates taking a good admission. Sometimes I go online, a lot of people are sharing schools. They list so low grade schools that apply to these schools. This school don't require application fee. This school don't require IELTS. This school don't GRE. And then people just jump in, start applying. If you are in the US, you know that these schools are not strong universities. They don't have funding. So if you are online seeing those things, be careful, do your research. So on our platform, Greener Educational Courses, we want to share to you schools that can offer funding, not because they have high acceptance rate. No, I don't look at that. I look at schools that give funding. Those are the things you have to pay attention to. When you have a school that is top notch, then it means you have to work on your application documents. Look, if you are from a lower school, okay, if you are from a lower school in Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, any other country, Pakistan, Algeria, Morocco, if the school is low, don't feel like, oh, because my school is low, I will not get funding in the US. US does not care which school, whether your school is top rank or not. They are not looking at that. They are giving funding to you based on your profile. All right? And also based on a program that you're applying to, your skills. So the school that you've gone to in Ghana does not determine whether you have funding or not. You can come from the lowest school, private universities that are not even ranked. Once your transcript is genuine, everything is fine, you have the correct documents, you'll be given funding. I was saying last time you had a student from Ghana who came from one of the school in Central Region. I've forgotten the full name. And it's not even part of the ranking in Ghana, but the student got funding to do PhD. So it doesn't matter which school you're coming from. What matters is that you are choosing the right program, right university, right documents. You've proved your documents, right? Good essay, good CV. You are cool to go. So I'll be mentioning some program that you can apply to, what you shouldn't consider. And even if you are in a program that does not give funding, you can always divert to different field. So if you are here, share this link, invite your friends, and if you want to join me live, I can share this link here. You can join me on stage to ask me. So if you stay for some time, I'll share the meeting link. You can join me on stage to ask questions. All right. So I want to hear from you. I want to know what you are facing. What is making you not to choose the right program? So today we'll be having a long discussion session. All right. Now let's look at something. So choosing the right program is not about what sounds nice to you. It's about strategy. Okay. The program must connect your past education, your current experience, and your future goals. Those are the things you have to look at. What are you planning to do? And even if you choose a program that does not match with your background, visa is something that you have to fight. You might be denied visa. So we tell students to be careful about program selection. Now, let me make this example. Assuming you are from, let's say, a nurse. You did nursing program and you want to go and do masters or PhD. You cannot move from nursing program and you want to go and do data science, or you want to go and do what do you call it? Like computer science, or you want to go and do some program that does not relate to your background, what you studied before. Well, some school may give you admission to you, but when you reach time for your visa, you'll be denied. Okay, if you are speaking to your friend, many people have passed through this challenge and they've got visa denied. Some school can approve you because maybe your GPA is fine. Now let's look at this way: if you're in public from nursing program and you want to study in the US with strong GPA, you can move from your nursing background to PhD in nursing because that's your food. Now, maybe if you don't want to do your nursing again, where can you move to? We'll first have to look at your transcript, look at your third and fourth year, look at some of your program you've studied in school, and we look at your GPA. And then we also look at your performance in those courses. If you have A, B, something in those courses, we can advise you to choose field in that area. That way, you are maximizing your chance to get funding. So you are choosing programs based on what you have studied. So most of the schools sometimes look at your transcript, not necessarily your program you've studied. So choose carefully so you can move from your nursing to go to public health. You can move from public health, from nursing program to different branches in public health. So these are what you have to be considering. So don't just choose program because you want to divert and then with no advice and just choose any program, you will not get admission. These are some of the challenges a lot of students are facing and they are not getting funding. Now, if you are still in school, you are yet to graduate from school, I would advise you work hard on your GPA. Okay, you can have previous study background, but if your GPA is also not good, funding is another thing that you have it to be difficult for you. Let no one deceive you that GPA does not matter. GPA is your measurement, it's a basic requirement you need to get. So when you come to us, first we assess you on your GPA. We look at your GPA. If you can get admission, we'll let you know. If you can't get it, we will tell you that you should take some online courses to improve your background. So you have to be careful about what you are choosing today. If not, you keep applying, and you will not get funding. Now let's move to people who have done economics. If you have done economics, all right, and you want to go and do your PhD or master's in the US, funding is also something that is a bit difficult because this is not traditional science program. These are um, um, like humanities. So professors in those programs may not have funding. So in the US, when you get PhD, sometimes the funding comes from the professor. So if you're an economist and your GPA is not too strong, you want to continue with economics, funding is something you have to fight with. Okay, because let me explain to you. Some programs have masters, PhD in the same field. So if you have masters in economics, PhD in economics in the same department, you don't expect a school to admit students to PhD and also admit students to economics because they are admitting to become a TA. So those PhD students will do the work of master students. So they cannot admit master students. Some school may admit some few students in masters, but the rest will come for PhD. So if a school have the same program you're applying to masters and PhD, I would advise you to choose a PhD program. If you choose masters, funding will be difficult for you because the PhD students can do TA work, they can grade, they can do that. So the school may not have funding to spend on masters because you may not even do research work, or you may not even publish or do any other thing in the departments. I'm not saying that when you have the same program, master and PhD, you don't get funding, but there's a limit. It means that the school will take less number of people for funding. So you have to be careful of the program that you are choosing. So if you are from an economics background, you can move to different field. You can move economics to even biostatistics. You can move economics to go to econometrics program. You can move economics to go to public health program. Public health program have different branches. We have some public health field that are into health research, health economics. Okay, we have some that are into health, One Health. We have some that are into health promotion. We have some that are into behavioral. So if you do public health is not just about diseases alone. Okay, you are doing research. You are going to be in the policy side. You are going to do health utilization. You are going to do cost effectiveness analysis. If the government wants to invest into this vaccine, you are going to collect data to do research to know the impact, how much they're going to spend. You can even be health administrator. So you can always divert to different fields. So don't just put your eggs in one basket. This is a common proverb in Africa, So don't just because you are from public health, you want to follow the same trend. Because you are from economics, you want to follow the same economics trend. Bachelor economics, masters in economics, PhD economics. No, don't be that way. Funding sometimes are difficult. So if you're from business field, you're from accounting, you're from finance, these majors have difficulties in getting fundings. The schools don't mostly give funding to these programs. Okay, if you're in a master's program accounting, if you are going to apply for master's accounting in these programs, it will be difficult to get funding. This is a reality. You can go in for the best educational consultants or agents in the world. The school is the one that give funding. If you reach out to us for admission, we have no power to contact the school to give you funding to you. No, don't be deceived. No agent has power to contact a school on phone. Hey, my student is applying. Can you give admission? No, you can't do that here in the US. What we do is that we make sure that you apply to the right program, choose the school that give you funding, and we work on your documents. We make sure your CV, your essays, everything is perfect. That's what we do. No agent has power to grant you admission. No agent can guarantee you admission. No. On my page here, Green Educational Consult, we want to share information that can help you to get funding. Even if you cannot afford our services, at least you know what is there, what the school are looking for. So this what we are sharing here. We are not going to promise you that we can give you a scholarship, give funding. No, we don't do that. Some other agents can promise you, but we don't promise. We make sure that you get the right document and apply. Okay, that's what we do over here. So if you are listening to me, make sure that you take my advice. If you follow my advice, if you follow this page alone and follow what I share and my advice, I can assure that you are going to be in the US next year. But if you want to be everywhere, jumping from page to page, finding it will be difficult for you. Follow this page, share my page, reselect people, support them. Now let me continue with what I'm saying. Now let me go to another field. Let me look at a program like computer science. So if you do your bachelor program in computer science, it doesn't mean that you should continue in computer science for your master's or computer science in PhD. Computer science now is not that hot cake again. It was, but now in the US, computer science is not hot cake. A lot of students with computer science are not getting jobs. So if you're in computer science, it means that you have to be creative, somebody who can create something that will make you stand tall. There are a lot of people from India, China, with computer science who can do great things. So if you are someone who just do chew and pour, you cannot code, you can't do anything practical. If you do computer science, you'll be stranded, you become useless. So before you go to computer science, make sure that you have knowledge, you know what you are studying, you are practical, you can do things, you can create apps, you can do so many things, you can code. These are what you are looking at. You're not just rushing. So if you're in computer science, it doesn't mean you should be in computer science throughout. Computer science is a general background. It gives you general knowledge of all that is about computer and everything else, software and all those things. So it means that you have to choose a field. So once you've done bachelor in computer science, it's time for you to specialize. So if you see a doctor, they do MBBS. So it's general medicine. Now you have to go and choose a field, whether you want to be a surgeon or whether you want to be in choose other field. I can't mention all the names in medicine, but you have to specialize. So if you go to college and see somebody did medicine, the person to become a surgeon, the person has to go and specialize. The same thing to computer science. You have to go specialize. You can move to different area of computer science. You can go to health informatics. So health informatics, you are going to work on data, hospital data that's you're going to work with the universities. Sorry, the hospitals. You are going to be working with insurance companies. This one for you can go in computer science. Now, so many want to do AI. Some people, I want to do AI. Some I want to do AI. AI is saturated already. So don't see that, oh, because you've done computer science, you can move to, you can go and do that. But be careful of what you are choosing. One, can you get funding? Can you get, can you apply with what you have now to get admission? If your background, your profile is not strong in computer science, means you need strong GPA, strong profile. At this time, you should have GitHub to be publishing your codes, doing something and be putting them there. That can help you to get admission. So if you are computer science students and want to study in the US, Canada, I would advise you to go and get GitHub app. Sorry, go and create an account with this platform that I'm sending here right now and be publishing your works there. If you are for somebody who wants to do data science, create GitHub account. Do some visualizations, take some data sets, do some visualization, just create some regressions, do something, just put them there in your portal. When you apply for admission, you can go and put that account on your CV. The school will go and check it. Okay, he knows how to do data cleaning. He knows how to do some basic regressions. He knows how to do some how to filter in data work and stuff. This is what you have to do if you want to apply for data science. You want to apply for data science and you cannot do basic data wrangling, or you can't do some data cleaning. What's the evidence? The evidence is that they will go to the page to see what you can do. So this is how you choose the right program for yourself. This session I'm giving, this is a free tutorial, and if you follow these steps, it's going to help you to get admission. If you are on live session, you can send me your program, tell me your program you study, and I can give you suggestions to you what you should apply. Okay, write a comment section and type if you want to join live session. If you want to join the live session to speak to me live, type. I will send a link to you. You can join me live, and you can ask me questions. I will answer you. Now let's move to a different area. Okay, let's look at program like finance. If you're from finance background, accounting, these programs, masters, like I said, hardly get full scholarship for undergrad. Sorry, for master's program. So what you can do is that you can always divert to different field. Okay, you can even move from finance and go to public health. Do you know why? You are going to be in the health economy side. We have finance people in public health. So public health is not just about diseases. No, it's not about outbreaks or COVID outbreak and then it's public health. No, you are going to be in a health economy side doing policy. You see, so if you apply for masters in finance, which is very good, but because you are looking for funding, you want to be smart to choose a field that can give funding to you. It's about fund. If you cannot afford it, then don't go and waste your application fee and apply. Okay, when I finished my undergrad in 2016, I want to go and do data science, but I could not afford it. I got admission to UK Software University, but I could not afford the funding, so I have to move to different place. So this is how it is. So you have to choose program based on your pocket. If you know you can afford it, choose the right program, choose the right field, choose the right country, the right university, and apply to. Okay, yeah. So if you are from mathematics with economics, so viewers, this is my schoolmates. Okay, Peter was my schoolmates back in EDS. And if you are from accounting, masters in accounting is difficult. You can write GRE. If you write GRE, you can get if you write GRE and get a good score, you can get PhD directly. PhD, if you get it in accounting, your life has changed. If you get PhD in the US in accounting, you are going to earn salary more than even someone who have done STEM program like engineers and stuff. You are going to get big salary. So you can write GRE and go for PhD program. Okay, if you get a good score, you get funding. It's not about rushing. I want to go this year. If you know that you don't have GRE, go and sit down, write GRE, and travel. Don't rush and apply. You don't get admission, you have to come again. So I tell students, traveling is not competition. Take your time. Take advice from people and do the right thing and travel. People have traveled abroad for 10 years, but they cannot find their feet. So it's not about how fast you go, but how prepared you are, and also the right program you are going to do. And also after school, you have to think about immigration pathway. Okay, if you do the right program, you finish school, you can get visa for work easily. But if you go and do social sciences and the rest, getting visa is difficult. There's no pathway in the US. There's nothing you can do. People are here for 20 years, they don't have visa. Someone will say that, oh, why can't he apply for visa? No, it's not work that way. It has to be, there's a path you have to pass through to get a visa. So if you come in with a program that does not support visa, you'll be in this country for 40 years, you can't get it unless, of course, maybe you do some other way of marrying and or maybe some other things. If you want to find life easier, take my advice, apply to the right program, and you can able to come to US. So if you study mathematics with economics, this double-edged sword, you have many pathways. You can go and do biostatistics. Okay, you can do even statistics. You can do econometrics. You can do even public health. You are good to go. Okay, public health, you being in a health economy side, or we call it health research services. So you can be in that area and you are good to go. Okay, yes. So And if you have done, let's say, agriculture, I don't know if which type of agric you've done, if it's crop, animal, and all those things, but agric in the US have funding. So many, it depends on which area you are. If you're in animal side or if you're in the plant side and all those things, funding is something that you definitely get. Once your GPA is good, you can move from bachelor to PhD directly if you're in agriculture area, depending on your field. Yes, so if you're an agric, you can get funding to study in the US. You can reach out to me and look at your transcript, look at your grade, and we can be able to advise you on what to study. All right. Yes. So keep your comment coming. Mention a program you've studied in undergrad and which country you want to study, and I'll give you suggestions on what to study. And also, if you want to join me live session, comment live session, and I will share the link. You join, and you can speak to me. You can ask me questions directly, and I'll be glad to answer you. Okay. I want this page to be here so that even if you cannot afford our services, you can get something free that can assist you to study abroad. We don't want you to apply to program and waste your application fee and you're not accepted. Okay, application fee is expensive. If you're in Ghana, if you are paying something like $90, if you convert that to Ghana cedis or Nigerian currency, naira, that's a big money. So every money you spend, make sure you get it back. Okay, if you spend like $500 on your application, get fully funded scholarship, your monthly stipend is around $2,000, $3,000 a month. You pay your debt off. That yes, you spend this amount of money for your application. I want to get it back. Okay, that's why I tell people when I apply, I want to apply and get my money back. I don't want the school to take my money. If you take my application fee, I'm coming to get admission and get my money back. That's what you should be thinking about. Don't just apply to any program. Sometimes I don't really know what's happening. A lot of people post schools online. So many people want content. They are creating content for themselves. So they go take advantage of students who want to travel. Post any school that does not give funding to students. That apply to this school. This school is waiving application fee, and then you see everybody is applying. There's no benefit to apply to a school that does not give funding because application fee waiver. No, you don't have to waste time on that. If the school don't have funding, there's no need to waste your time. You can apply, but know that your lecturer who is going to give you reference letter become tired. As me, you're applying to 10 universities, and your lecturer have to spend time giving reference for 10. You'll be tired. So be careful about what you have. If you know your lecturer is someone who may not agree to give you reference for about 4 schools, be careful about your program selection and your school selection because you may not get reference letter. Some people cannot get. A student was telling me that he wants to apply to more schools, but the lecturer after doing 3 says that he's done. He can't do more. So don't waste your time. There are a lot of schools in the US who cannot give funding to you. Don't waste your time on those universities. I tell students target top 40, maybe top 50, top 80, but for me, top 20 is the absolute thing for you. Apply to those unit schools. Once you are admitted, funding is something you cannot. You are going to get funding. I'm not promising it, but I said that once you apply to those schools, your chance of getting funding is higher than somebody who's applying to some lower universities. Last time a student reached out to me and that I got admission to this school with no funding, I'm trying to get support. And I said, the school you applied to, I don't even know it. I've been here for some time now, but I don't know your school. That school cannot give funding. It's some local schools. When I check the background of the school, they have about 2,000 new students. They don't have funding. So don't waste your application fee and apply to schools that cannot give funding to you. Now let's continue. Now, if you want to gain experience abroad after graduation, you must choose program that qualify for postgraduate work permit. So in the US, we have a program that is in STEM. So if you're in a STEM program, STEM, that is the sciences, the tech, engineering, and mathematics. So the mathematics side has to do with accounting, finance, statistics, biostatistics, and some other field. This and data science, this program qualify you to get work permits. I mean, you get, like, we call it OPT. Okay, if you're not here, you may not get that term, but you can go look at it. This program, if you want to do it, you have visa to stay in the US to work for that 1 or 2, 3 years, and you can pass through that to get work permit. So we call it H1B. So you have to know what you are passing through. There's a laid down process for you. So if you don't pass through this laid down process, you come to the US and be stranded. A lot of people that you see posting on Facebook, some of them knows that things are not going well. So don't be pressurized. Choose the right program. Go for someone who can give you good advice and choose the right thing to do. Don't follow pages blindly. A lot of people are doing these videos to get more viewership, but they're not telling you what program you should apply to. So on this platform, we want you to be here and learn and know how to do what you should be doing. All right. Yeah, keep your message coming. Tell me a program you want to apply to, and both to advise you. If I've answered your questions, if you want more clarification, you can always speak to me. Okay. So some programs come with built-in scholarship or assistantship. So once you get admission to this program, you can get assistantship directly. For example, like research-based program. Okay, if you are in biostatistics, some of those are research-based. Public health, they are research-based. The chemistry, this program I'm not mentioning because they get funding all the time. Chemistry, physics, engineering, biotechnology, biochemical engineering, computer engineering, computer science, the AI side, they have funding a lot. So I'm not talking about because I'm talking about other programs that don't have funding. For this program are traditional programs that can give funding to you. If you are from chemistry, you can also go to environmental engineering, you can go to environmental science, so many areas. You don't have to, if you're not good in some program, don't force yourself. Okay, if you come to the US, chemistry is hard. It may be easy or they may not cover more things in your former school, but when you come here, you have to be very, very, you have to be good. If not, you may drop out. So you also have to be careful. If you know that your mass is not too strong and you're going for mass program in the US, you will cry. Let me be real with you. The mass level is hard. You are going to do abstracts. So if you know that you're not too strong in some areas, don't pretend that, oh, because I've done this area, I want to move there. Better choose an area that will not give you trouble to you. If you're not good in physics, you know that you were struggling in Ghana. Don't think when you come to the US, life will be easy. No. The exams. Sometimes some of the questions you can't hold, you want to cry. You may be a champion calculus person, but if you know you're not too strong, be careful about what you are choosing. Don't follow the crowd. Don't say because chemistry have funding. So you know that you are not good in chemistry, but you force and go and do it. If you come, it's not easy for you. But if you're a hardworking person, fine. I'm not scaring you, but I'm just sending an alarm to you that before you choose a program because of funding, also make sure that you can do it. If not, you run away. All right. Now you should focus on research-based program, masters, PhD. Those are the things that you have to look at. You can always divert to different field. All right. Now, so the coursework, if you in the UK, we have like coursework program, or Canada. Once the program is coursework, there's no funding. In Canada, we have a program like chemical engineering. They have MEng, Masters of Engineering. We have Masters of Science. So those are two different things. So if you apply to Canada and if you see a program that is MEng, chemical engineering, there's no funding. It's fee-based program. But if it's Masters of Science, MASC, it means that you have funding. That's Canada for you. So even Australia, if you are going to apply to Australia, the program is course-based. There is no funding. It's purely self-pay. So don't get admission to that program and be looking for funding. You will not get it. So you have to be careful about what you are choosing. Some of you don't know about it. So I'm telling you today that if you apply to Canada and the program, they say it Masters of Engineering, and they have Masters of Science, MASC. Now you know that MASC is funding. MEng is course-based and there's no funding. So be careful about that before you apply. If not, you will not get funding. You just waste your application fee. Okay. Now, the next thing that you have to look at is you have to check the alignment with professors. Your research area, make sure that you go to the professor's website and find their research area, their papers, and choose that area and put that on your CV as well, that of your research area. Because once they are going to review your application, they will look at your research area and match it with a professor. Okay, it's not all the time that you have to email professors to get funding. In the US, some schools don't request you to send an email to professor. No, some schools don't. Some school won't. So you have to check the requirements of the school. Most of the school will state that send an email to professor before you apply. Some will state that it's not compulsory. If it's not compulsory, you can still go ahead and send an email, but some of them will tell you that, oh, yes, just apply. The committee will review the applications and select the best students. So it's not always, if you're not getting a response from professors, don't sit at home, apply. Don't say because you send an email to professors and they are not responding to you, you are not going to apply. No, no one, don't stop applying. Look for schools that are lenient, who didn't ask for you to send an email to professors, and apply to those schools. But if you are applying to Canada, PhD or master's research base, you have to send an email to professors. For Canada, it's a must. For US, it's relaxed. It's based on a school. So if you're in the sciences, yes, you can send email. But if you're in the social sciences like finance, accounting, economics, management, and all those things, you don't need to send email to professor. If they are not responding to you, go ahead and apply. Okay. Last time a student told me that, oh, he have sent email to professors and they are not responding. And I said, go ahead and apply. Don't waste your time. All right. Don't expect professor in economics to respond that, oh yeah, apply, I'll give funding to. No, they don't have funding yet. Apply. Once you are accepted, your profile is good, you'll be given funding. If it's PhD, if you don't get a response for them, don't say because you don't get a response, you're not applying. That is when the school didn't make it compulsory. Okay, so you have to be careful about what you are choosing. Now let's be practical here. So some programs may not lead to postgraduate work, like I said. So if your goal is to include work abroad, if you want to work for some time, of course, I know, choose program that can give job to you. In the US here, it's based on what you can do, not what you have, not because of your certificates, is can you do the work? Do something that will get you a job. So if you apply to program that cannot give funding to you or give you a job, be careful about what you are choosing. Okay. Now the next program that I want to talk about that a lot of people applying is can someone guess some popular program in the US? If you want, you can drop it like comments. Are there any program that you want me to talk on that I've not touched? If there are some program that's I have not mentioned and you are watching me live, you can always type that program in the comment section and I'll talk about it. I may not be able to talk about every program. So just test me the program you want to apply to, what you have done, and I can advise you and how you can also improve your CV and those documents. Any question you have, you can drop them in the comment section and I'll be able to attend to everybody. Now, so a well-chosen program can change your whole journey. Okay, it can determine whether you get funding, how easily you adapt, whether you get visa. That's another thing. You can get fully financed scholarship, but visa is what will delay you. You may not get visa. Okay, how do you get visa? Make sure your program you've chosen aligns with your background. Okay. Yes. So if you can apply for biostatistics, good. So biostatistics, there are a lot of top schools. If you apply to biostatistics, apply to top universities. Okay, apply to at least top 50s. If you get accepted, you get Biostat is a nice program. Let me tell you why it's a nice program. If you're in Biostat, you can teach public health students. You see, there are some math students who also take Biostat program. You're also in the statistics department. So you are in a field that people will take your course. So they need more students to act as TAs. You see, also choose area that is more general to other students. You see, so Biostat is a nice program you can apply to. Even if you have maths with economics, you can apply to Biostat. It's a nice program. Okay, you can apply to. It's a nice program. They have fun. It's a STEM program. When you finish school, you have immigration path. It's a nice program. Okay, if I did actuarial science, if I want to study again, I can go and do Biostat. It's a nice program that you cannot play with. Okay, it's good. Go ahead and apply and choose universities. Yes, University of Arizona is a good university. Yeah, they give funding. You can look at school like Nevada, you can look like Ohio, you can look school like South Carolina University, you can look at school like there are a lot of schools. University of Michigan. If you want funding, apply to University of Michigan, apply to Michigan State University. These schools have so much funding. Okay, if you get admission to University of Michigan, funding is there for you. If you go to Western Michigan University, they have funding. Eastern Michigan, they have funding. If you go to so many schools, yes, Iowa State is a good university. They do have funding. So apply to those schools. These are top schools. I always advise students to apply to top universities. These are good. If you can apply to Harvard, MIT, and other schools, that's okay. There are others that are below them. Apply to them, but don't go below to school that are, let's say, mushroom that we don't even know of. Their names, if you Google them, you can't get them directly. So don't apply to community colleges. Don't have funding. Hmm? Don't be don't defeat yourself. A lot of students see that, oh, maybe I should go to the lower schools and the top one is from the top student. No, apply, be confident, work on your application document, apply to every school that you think you can get admission to. Don't be intimidated. Don't give yourself self-defeat. Okay, don't give yourself that situation. Don't put yourself into that situation. Apply to lower rank universities and then be expecting funding. The reason being is that top public universities have funding from government. Okay, so let's say if you are from University of Ghana, Cape Coast University, you're from UDS, these are public universities in Ghana, so they will have funding from government. You understand what I mean? So if you apply to lower schools, they may not have funding enough. They give funding based on the school status and how many students they have, and all those things. That's why I tell you, apply to top schools to get funding. Okay, don't go for any mushroom university. Okay, so yeah, you're not late. You can always drop questions, and after that, you can play the video. We are live today. Let me know anybody want to join live session. I'll share this meeting with you. You can join me on stage. You can ask me questions live. If you want to join, just type live, and you can able to join me live. Now, the one thing that you also look at is your immigration. I'm mentioning because it's one of the key things. If you want to stay in the country, you have to study the country's immigration policy. As a student, do you have a pathway to stay in that country for some time after school? These are the things you have to be looking at. Now, UK, if you want to go to the UK, you know that immigration is getting issues there are not too good. So you have to be careful about the countries they are choosing. Okay, so it has to move with the program you're applying to, the school you're applying to, and the country. For the schools, the advice is apply to top good universities that can give you funding. The next thing is apply to programs that have funding. The school have to state it. If you have a lower GPA, what you have to do is to work on your profile. Take some online courses to boost your background. If you have no job experience, you can't go and manufacture that. So that is fine. But if you have a job experience, put that on your CV. Sometimes even your job experience can even make you change your program. Okay, maybe you are from some program, and let's say you're from uh, uh, let's say you are from communication, and now you are working in a bank. Based on your work experience, you can choose program based on your work experience. The school will give admission to you. Yes, we know a lot of people from Ghana who do political science, communication, and they are working bank. So because of your work experience, they can give program to you to your field where you are working. That also is acceptable. That is also done. We have seen people who have diverted to program based on their job experience. So your job experience can also let you focus in that area you want to move to. Okay. No, US doesn't consider study gap. No, they don't. Just that you have to explain yourself. I mean, what you have done before, you can explain yourself in your SOP. So your SOP is your like how do you call it? let me use some word in local language like Ochami, okay, is the one going to speak on your behalf because you are not there on the day of when they're going to review your application. You're not there, so your SOP should explain everything about you. If there have been some situation whereby you couldn't get good grades, maybe you have some financial issues, you've lost your dad, and so many things, put those things in your SOP. Your personal statement is there to contain all of that. Explain you are not begging. Don't say, please, I beg you. Don't write the please, I beg you, give me scholarship. No, don't do that. Explain yourself why you couldn't get some grade in your courses. You can explain that based on some life, personal life, money, health issues, and all those things. You can put those in there. So there's no study gap issue in the US. They don't, but you have to just your CV should show that maybe you've done something you worked before. That can take off your study gap. They don't actually look at that. I mean, people have worked for so long and they come out to school, so that's not a problem. And what I was saying about immigration is what you have to pay attention to. So follow this page, share our posts, and we also have some award we are going to give to some students who couldn't get accepted, who couldn't get our giveaway last time. We will be selecting on people we can choose to review your either essay or your CV so that we can assist you. So on this page, our goal is to assist you so that you not fall into scam. You know, most students online have been scammed. So a lot of students don't trust agencies again. But we want this platform to be a platform that can give you good informations, a platform that can give you alert what you need to do so that you don't fall a victim when you come to the US or Canada. You find issue with job and all those things or immigration. Okay, yeah. So this is how you have to do. Just to recap, what you have to do is to make sure that you choose a program that match your background, and if you done some courses based on your transcript, you can choose programs based on your transcript, based on your courses that you have done before. So those are the things that you need to pay attention to. Then the next thing is the program I'm choosing, will it give me a job after school? So you have to look at the trend, the markets, how are things going? Then the next thing is immigration pathway. What I'm going to study, does it have any impact on my immigration journey? You have to pay attention to all these things. Okay, if you do program like public policy, public admin, political science, communication, public relations, these programs don't have immigration pathway. These are nice programs, but if you do them, it means you have to do PhD to become a lecturer in the US. That is good. But if you can get a job after school and your company is willing to help you with visa, then that is fine. But most companies, because you have a short time to leave the US, you have like 90 days or something like that. So if you don't get a good program, your company may not be willing to process your work visa. That's why you'll be stranded. That's why most students finish school and they don't want to come back. These are the challenges. Most people will not talk about this, but today I want to talk about it. A lot of students are not coming back because they can't find job. Two, they cannot get visa. So choose your program carefully. Okay. If you want to speak to me, you need advice on program choosing, you can always go to my bio and book an appointment with me, and I'll be able to advise you on program selection. If you cannot afford our services, that is perfectly fine. You can use information we share online. You can send me a message and I can advise you on what to study. I'm concerned about it because a lot of students are struggling over here. They don't have any immigration pathway. So be careful about your program selection. Okay. Yeah, let me hi Samson. So in case you have evaluated your transcript, is it advisable to apply to only universities accepting transcript evaluation? Yes. So you apply to those schools that accept only transcript evaluation. Some also may pardon you, but in that case, you have to upload your so in the US we have official transcript and we have unofficial. Official means that it's coming from your school directly. Your school is the one who is sending to the school, or it's coming from West. Unofficial is what you are uploading. Okay. So if the school is not requesting for it, you don't send it. But there's no harm. You can send an email to the school that, hey, I applied to your program and I have evaluated my transcript WES, and I would like to request be sent to you. Sometimes also email will not take you more than 10 minutes to type. Just type a short email to the school. They'll accept it. We have applied for a student who did evaluation, and the school didn't request for it, but we sent it and the school used it. So it's case by case. Some schools will say, don't send transcript evaluation. Some schools, I've forgotten the school, but one of the school that we applied to mention to students, don't send evaluation. So in that case, you don't send it. But since you've paid for the evaluation, I would advise you to target schools that request for it. Okay. Some schools are lenient, some may use it. Okay. So you can always send an email. I would say don't send, but I'm open that we have done that for a student before who evaluated and the school didn't request for it and the school accepted it. So it's case by case. But always target, since you pay for it, target schools that request for it. That give you an upper hand. Okay. And if you're not sure, you can always send an email to the school to require about that. And the next thing is, can you use your supervisors and mentors as recommenders if you are finding it difficult to get from your lecturer? Why not? Are you talking about work or university? Are you talking about job? If it's job, in the US, you need about 3 people to give you reference. So 1 can come from your job and 2 can come from your school. And you don't need to take reference from only your former school. Anyone who's a lecturer in some other schools, if you're from UDS and you have a lecturer from KNUST, Cape Coast, Chris, West End, what are school names? Another school name is so many schools. If you don't need to just contact, if you have someone who is willing to write for you and is from different university schools, that's okay. Okay, if the person can write about who maybe you've done some work with the person before, you can always take reference. It doesn't mean that you should just go to only your school. Okay, finish for so long and getting reference is difficult. That's one thing. So I tell students, don't wait till the deadline before you start reaching out to lecturers. It's not good to contact somebody only when you need them. That's not a good sign. Always reach out to them, greet your lecturers. Okay, you finish school, be in touch with them. Okay, don't just approach when you need their help. It's not good, because what they write for you, you don't. Some of you have not seen reference before. What they asked. Okay, so it's very sensitive. The kind of thing your lecturer will write for you will determine whether you have fun or not. So make sure that you are reaching out to a lecturer who can write a very good reference for you. If it is a long time you have reached out to your lecturers, make sure to initiate some conversation. Then, yeah, it's been a long time. I'm reaching out to check on you, and if you can buy data, buy for them. Okay. Now, if you are from school that you can't get anyone to give reference, check if you have any lecturer in different school, they can write for you. If you are working, one of your managers can give you 1 reference and also get 2 from your school. If you're a nurse, you can get 1 from your hospital that you're working in. You're in charge, and all those people can write 1 for you. Some of them may not know how to write, so you ask them if you can draft something by yourself and give it to them. They will use it. Okay. If you ask me to write reference and I don't know much about you, I may just write something short. So always draft something about yourself and give to them so that they can use it as a sample to write for you. Okay. Reference is very, very, very important. It's not formality, they use it. Okay. We applied for a student last year and the school reached out to the prof that, so these students, assuming this student want to study in your school again, will you be willing to take him as your research student? So it's not formality at all. Okay. The fact that they have not reached out to your lecturer doesn't mean that the school just ignoring. They use it. Okay. Yeah. So if someone completes SHS, can he or she apply for an undergrad program with funding? Undergrad programs funding is one challenge. So if you want funding in undergrad, then you need to write SAT exam. Okay, if you can write SAT, you have chance to get funding. There are some few schools that give funding to undergrad program, like a school like Bree College. Let me type here for you. This school do have funding for. They don't request for SAT, but it's very, very competitive. Okay, it's very competitive, and also we also have school like Colgate or Colgate, something like that. I don't get the full meaning. Something like this. This school also have funding for high school students, but it's very competitive. The GPA, the WASI has to be good. I mean, you need some A's in your this to get funding, because they will ask you to get some particular percentage of your, like 98%, 95% to get funding. So undergrad, from high school to undergrad, is difficult to get funding. So you need to write SAT, or you need to have good grades to get funding. So most time it's difficult to get funding. So I ask the students, do your bachelor in your country and go for PhD in another country. But that should you can apply and you can get funding. It depends. So these schools do have funding for high school students, so they can read about this school and apply. Okay. So that'll be all for now, and I'm grateful for you guys showing up and share this video so that those who didn't join can also view. We are also going to award another 2 people who we are going to review their essays and CV. You might be the one, and we are choosing based on our top fans. We have what we can gauge who is interacting more on our page and all those things. So thank you, and we'll be having more session in a coming week. We also have mentorship program coming next on 26, where we are going to teach you live how to write CV, how to write essay, and I will share with you some of our past students' CV and essays that got them admission. And I can also show my personal CV as well and SOP. So it will be it's a paid mentorship, and we'll be sharing the links very soon. You can go to our website, just join, and you have access to information how you can write good essay, good CV. Wrong essay, no funding. Wrong CV, no funding. So these 2 documents are key documents for your application. If you don't write them well, you will not have funding. Okay. I don't know if is the sun. Can everyone hear me? Can you type if you can hear me, please? Somebody is saying can't hear, so I want to be sure that the fault is not coming from me. Can you guys all hear me? Can somebody type in to show if you can hear me? Okay. So Peter, maybe I'm the one who's far from the mic. I don't know. Sorry for that. And let me just give some 10 minutes. If you want to join me live, I can let you join me live. If you click on this link, you can join me live and ask me questions. Let me hear from you today. Let me give you a chance. You can click on this link and speak to me directly. Okay. If you want to join me live, click on this link and come on stage. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you can click on this link that I've shared and you can join me live. Ask me questions. I want to answer you. Okay. Let me know if you can hear me. Is there anyone willing to join me live? You can type in the comment section or just click on that link and you can be able to join me live and ask me any question you have about this whole If not, and then we'll connect again next time and talk. Oh, yeah, I'll come to that. So I've shared a link. If you want to join me live session, if you want to speak to me, click on that link and I will bring you on stage and you can ask me questions live. If you don't want to show your face, that's fine. You can join, but if you want to show your face, that's okay. And I will not show your face. If you want to show, you can ask me questions. So, Peter, you asked about can you use your supervisors and mentors as your, yes, you can use them. Okay, but they must have um, working email. Okay, they should have not Gmail, Yahoo, or Outlook, and they should have official email. Like if from company something .com, but not Gmail. Okay, let's say if you're from Bank of Ghana, something like john@bog.com.gh, or if you're from hospital, they should have the in charge should have email, not Gmail or Yahoo. Okay, so your supervisors, mentors can give you reference if they have official email. It's acceptable. Okay, um, but I don't know if it's supervisor. Do you mean your former lecturers or you're talking about um, your current workplace? So let me hear from you. Do you mean your boss in a workplace or you're talking about your university supervisor and mentors? Let me know the difference so that I can know what to tell you about. Okay. Peter, please can you clarify your question? Do you mean supervisor from a workplace or supervisor from university? Okay, so you can only get one. If you're applying for uh, admission, you need one person as a boss, at least, because US you need 3 people. So you need about one from your workplace and 2 from universities. But if it become critical that you cannot get university, 2 boss can give you, but I don't advise that. But if that's only your last option, then at least get one from school and 2 from workplace. Most of the schools say get one from workplace, 2 from university. But if that's the only option you have, at least you can give a try. Like I said, you can get lecturers from different universities, not just your only your former school. If your colleagues are not lecturers, reach out to them and they can give reference to you. Okay, so I know it's a big challenge if you are out of school for so long. It's quite difficult to get reference data. It's difficult. So just give a try. Contact your lecturers early. Let them know that you're applying for school, and they can assist you. You just give your try. Okay. All right. Nice to call. I don't know if I have heard your answer your question. Yeah. So Peter, I believe you can reach out to some of your old lecturers, and they'll be willing to assist you to get reference data. It's difficult to get reference. I understand that. So work on that. We are in October now, and admissions will be PhD admission will be ending around 1st December, and some may end this 1st November, 15 November, and some 1st December and 15 December, 1st January. So the big school, the big guys, the big schools by 1st December they end admission. So you still have some time to reach out to your lecturers and get it. That's my advice. If you follow my advice, you'll be successful. Okay. So build a very good relationship with your lecturers. Don't reach out when you're in need. I give advice anytime I'm saying to you here. I share on my page. You follow it, you get admission. It's not about following top people who have like 100,000 followers, and because of that, you feel like, oh, I've got admission already. No, follow. I have about 7 good years in this work. So if I just tell you some advice, you will be able to make it. We have students that we apply for DNA lecturers in different universities in Ghana. So for advice, you got admission. Contact your lecturers early. Let them know you're applying for school. If it's a long time that you have hear from them, your first time of chatting, don't just apply, don't just ask them, oh, please help me with reference letter. No, because if you haven't spoken to somebody for so long, and the first thing you reach out is to ask for reference, that's not a good sign. They don't see you to be a genuine person. So first, initiate a talk. Okay, it just like if you want to talk to a lady, you can't just go and say, hey, I want you to be my girlfriend. You can't do that. You have to do some talking, right? So the same way you do for your lecturers. Okay, you don't just go and ask them on the first time that, oh, hey, I want you to give you reference letter. No, go and initiate talk. Okay, establish some links, some conversation first. Greet him, and on your next something you cannot ask for it. Okay, if you can buy them some gifts, some data, something like that is something good you can do. Okay, and that can help you to get reference. You can also reach out to your colleagues who are lecturers in different universities, some people that you know also to help you, or go back to your school. Hmm? We had a student from Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, Kia University, who could not get reference letter. She said she finished school about 5 years ago. I asked her, no, about 6 years ago. I said, go to your school, go to your department, carry your student ID, go and knock on lecturer's door. Tell them, look, if I apply for school and it's been a long time, you finished school about 7 years ago and you don't have reference letter. So I'm applying for school and I want you to assist me. If you speak to about 10 lecturers, 6 can say no, they don't know you, but you will find favor with somebody. Those who have studied abroad before and they are teaching in Ghana knows the importance of reference letter. They know that somebody have done it for them before. So some of them may also be willing to help you. Okay, that's one way. Take your bag, take your student ID, go to your former school. Even if you can't meet your old lecturers, knock on lecturer's door. Tell them that you are applying to school and because you've finished school for so long, you cannot get reference letter. They can assist you. Okay, tell them that you are applying to school. You need their help. Some may write for you. So if I have studied abroad and I'm teaching in my school, and a student come to me that you can't get reference because I know someone have done the same for me, I would like to pay back. Okay, so don't sit at home and say because you have finished school for so long, you are not getting anyone to help you. So you don't want to apply. No, take your bag and go back to school. And there are some students who are so bad. They were in school. They were stubborn. So no one want to hear from them. We had a lady. I will not mention the school, but this lady had a very bad reputation from the school. She was like, nobody want to talk to her. So even when we applied for her, the school, she couldn't get reference. All the lecturers refused. So also you have to watch your character. You don't the people that you meet. There's a proof that the people that you meet on the way when you are returning, you meet them again. Okay, so the journey is like the world is like a circle. It's a global village. You meet people around. When you climb a tree, when you come down, you meet the person. The person you meet at the down will meet at the down, or you meet at the top or down. So, be a good student. Don't be someone who just stay in your room, finish school, and no one knows you. Okay, I know I want to study abroad. So in my 4th year, I start doing all those things. Okay, so you have to know what you want, and if you follow my advice, I give good advice on this platform. What I'm telling you right now, you may not have heard it. Go to your school, knock on lecturer's door, and they'll be willing to write reference for you. Okay. Okay, thank you, Peter. Thank you, Peter. So Peter was my schoolmate. Okay, we are year mates, and we've taken some courses together. And so I'm glad to speak to you and assist you. Okay, and wisdom, what does the SOP entail? So SOP, so we have two type of, we have personal statements and we have statement of purpose. So this is SOP, means statement of purpose. Now, it's the difference between the two is that SOP, which is statement of purpose, have to do with your academics, okay, professional life. Now, what you have studied before, your research work, how does that influence you in the new program you're going to apply? What will it do to you? What do you want to do in future? Okay, so you are starting by, so it has to be that because you have done some coursework or doing your research work, you've developed interest in this field, and that's why you want to explore this. That's why you have to connect that to the lecturer, the professor that in the school that you want to apply to. Okay, so this is how it goes. So it deal with academics. Then personal statements, as the name suggests, personal life. Okay, your personal life, you connect your personal life to your academics. That's the difference. Statement of purpose has to do with academic life, your school past experience in school life, work experience, connect that to your program that you want to study. So you've done some program, let's say agriculture or nursing, based on your work you are doing. Okay, maybe when you are going for some an outreach program, outreach like do some vaccinations or going for in the local we say weighing, right? I don't know what the term for it. So based on your experience or your work experience, you've met some malnutrition baby with a mom. You don't have money, so you and your colleagues, you've contributed money to buy medicine or to give money to the mom to feed the child. And when you did that, you see that, oh, that's after some months, you made that same mom again, and the child has improved. So that has influenced you to come and do nutrition, public health, or you want to specialize in this area based on your experience. Those are the things we are talking about. Something that have you've done or based on your experience that made you can do this program. So you are connecting that. You see, there's a connection. That's why you write a good essay. You know, I'm sure you read this essay, the lecturers will love it. You see the experience. Now let's talk about personal statements. So personal statements could be that when you were in school, you have to work to pay your fees. So sharing your personal life, how does that resilient? You see, you didn't give up. You continue your school. All those things are, we call it personal. Something your personal life have influenced you, or personal experience. So it's personal. Something your personal life link that to the program you want to study. Those are the two differences. But if the school asks for one, some school ask for the two. If the school asks for one, sometimes most people miss it sometimes. So so you have to do with your program, your research area. You connect your research area to the professor that you want to work with. If you're applying to University of Michigan and there's a professor who works on nutrition and you are a nurse student, you are in nursing, or you choose an area and then you connect that to that professor. You've done some project work undergrad and you have interest in it. You mention that in your SOP and apply that to the program. And then you have to tell them what you want to be in future. Whether you want to be a lecturer, you want to be still want to be a nurse, or you want to, a researcher. Okay, you mention that in your SOP, and also talk about your research skills. Can you do research work? Can you do some data analysis? So those are things that have to be in your SOP. Okay, I guess I've given you enough explanation of that. If you need more, you can always drop your questions, and I'll be glad to respond to you. Today, I want to answer your questions, and you have anything to share, just feel free to share. You can put them after this session. You can put them in the comment section. I'll come and respond to everything for you. Okay. Yeah. So that'll be all for now. And glad to connect with you. We'll be having more of this session. Feel free to join. Okay. Let me show you one of our students who got Yeah, so if you want to go to our review session, this person, he's a lecturer at the University of Ghana. We apply for him. Okay, so if you want to send a message to find out who he is, we apply for him to do his PhD, and he's now a lecturer at the business school in Legon. Okay, so this is one of our results. So if you are on this page, I will tell you that this is the best platform you can ever be. Honest people that you can ever be with. So we have no intention to scam anyone. We always want to give the best to our students. Okay, so we are who we are. We have no intention to scam anybody. We have been this way since 2018, and we have a good record. Okay, so let me show to you. I guess everyone can see my screen. So if you go and check, good. So on this platform you can go to the review session. All students you see here, this person is in the US now. This is a person I've shared is a lecturer in University of Ghana. This person joined me lab session last time. He did his master's and is working in the US now. This person here is from Christian Service University. Is doing his PhD in Canada. This person is in China doing his PhD. This person is in US studying. Okay, this person is in China, and we have more. So such people, and this person is from Botswana, and he's also in China. So we have track record when it comes to admission. We have a lot of students who didn't come to. So many students that didn't give review. So that we have more. And if you want to look for people who you want to trust, then you are not far from us. What we don't do is we don't guarantee. We don't give you fake promises that we can give you scholarship. No, we help you to apply, and it's a school that gives scholarship. Okay, so we if you apply for you, it means your profile is good. Okay, so nice talking to everyone, and we look forward to speaking to you in our next session.